Hello YouTubers. Well, I'm sure all of us have experienced the great joy and comfort and relationship that you can have with a domesticated animal. Maybe a dog or a cat or a horse, or I'm not too sure about goldfish, but you know what I mean. And that of course is wonderful, but this is a true story about the relationship between a human and a wild animal. When I was in the motorcycle trade years ago, we had a fellow trader, husband and wife, who sold their business and they went to live in the Isle of Man. And of course we were all very jealous of this, because the Isle of Man is a mecca for motorcycles. They're not regarded as a nuisance as they are on the mainland, and they have their own parliament and tax laws and things. So we were very envious of this. And this is the story about the wife of our friend named Moira, who had a grandfather who lived on the Isle of Man. So she had been there many times as a child, and she lived and worked on at the time on the farm. So she got a great relationship with animals, and she was also interested in scuba diving, which she did off the shores of the Isle of Man. And it was there that she was befriended by a wild dolphin, which was subsequently written about and called Dolphin. It was a dolphin that, as I think most of them are, they are not scared of humans and will play around boats and things, but it was only Moira who could get close to it and touch it and have fun with it. And so that, as opposed to sort of the domestic animal, which really is cupboard love, in that if you give an animal comfort and food, it will be very friendly to you and reward you with its affection. But of course, conversely, if somebody else were to take that animal, then if they gave it the same conditions, then it would have a relationship with the new person. So this dolphin was really very attached to Moira. And there are many stories of the things that she did with it. Not everybody liked Donald, because the fishermen thought it was taking too much fish, and actually Donald got shot and nearly killed, and all sorts of things happened to it. But the interesting thing is, when she was in other parts of the country, she was swimming in the Atlantic off the coast of Wales, and Donald found her there. And then she was swimming around Cornwall, and again Donald found her. So there must have been some very special relationship between this wild animal and my friend Moira. Subsequently, an academic heard of this situation, and he became involved, and then a book was written about it, and it's called Follow a Wild Dolphin, and subsequently a film was made called Ride a Wild Dolphin. But so that's a true story of a relationship between a wild animal and a person. And because I was told many stories about it before anything was written about it, it is a true story and a remarkable relationship. So that's it really. I could go on for ages telling you stories about the events that happened with Moira and Donald, but it's all been documented in this book and also in the film. So for this week and for now, as always, goodbye. Your head.